Good evening, friends. Welcome to Konexio Technical Insights. I am Rahul Randeria. I am the host of this show today, and we would be discussing about the market setups on indices as well as the individual stocks. Now, let us start with the Nifty charts. On the daily charts, Nifty in the last 5 to 7 trading sessions have behaved highly volatile. Uh, it has also seen a high volatile swings on the daily charts. On last Thursday, we have seen a Nifty had formed engulfing bearish patterns of almost 300 points in an intraday. But after that, Nifty took almost 6 days, 6 to 7 trading sessions to recover that particular that fall, and at higher levels, 12,000, which is a psychological mark, where Nifty has tested multiple times, it has failed to sustain at those levels. You can clearly see on the daily charts. On the RSI, again, the oscillators are also indicating some sort of exhaustion or weakness at the higher levels. Now, current week was highly volatile. Next 2 weeks are going to be highly volatile because we are into month end, and obviously on 3rd November we are having elections in the US. So definitely it is going to be highly volatile trading sessions for next 7 to 8 trading sessions. So traders needs to be highly cautious at current levels. Now the daily charts, you can see that clearly on the 12,000 psychological mark, it has seems to be a highly supply zone. So until and unless Nifty doesn't breaks decisively 12,000 marks and sustain about those levels, we won't see a follow-up rally on the upside. So definitely the traders needs to be cautious at current levels. In the last three trading session, Nifty has been in a narrow range, which is around uh, 11,850, 11,800 on the downside, as well as on the upside, 11,980 to 12,000 mark. So definitely until unless this range is not breached, we might not see a decisive trend in the Nifty. So as I said that next 7 to 8 trading sessions would be highly volatile. Traders needs to be trading with strict stop loss and needs to be cautious at higher levels as the short-term charts are entered into overbought territory. Now, if you look at the crucial supports in the Nifty, which are placed at on the downside, the crucial support in the Nifty are placed at 11,777, and if it breaks, the next support is coming around 11,661. On the upside, as I said, the 12,000 is a psychological mark. If it breaks and sustain above that, the next resistance would be around 12,200 mark. So definitely these are the levels which traders needs to be watching very crucially and trade according to the breakouts. Now, if we talk about the Bank Nifty, again, same particular pattern has been seen in the Bank Nifty. In the last three trading sessions, Bank Nifty has also traded in a particular range, almost 24,600, 24,700 on the upside, and on the downside, 24,000 to 23,800. This is the range where Bank Nifty has been trading, and for the clear-cut trending breakout, it needs to give a decisive breakout beyond this particular range, either on the upside or either on the downside. So looking at the current last three trading session, it seems that it is into a very tight trading range, and we need to the Bank Nifty needs to see a breakout about those particular levels on the upside. As you can clearly see on the daily charts, a red circle where the last three candles has been seen a particular range, and Bank Nifty has been moving in that tight range. So until unless we don't see any kind of breakout on the upside, almost maybe 24,500, 24,600 on spot levels, we won't see a decisive breakout and further follow-up rally. And as I said, the 7 to 8 trading sessions on the back of US election, it is going to be highly volatile. So traders are requested to trade with strict stop losses and should follow strict levels while making positions into Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. Now, I would like to discuss on the derivative fronts. On the derivative fronts, there has been a lot of concentration in the calls and puts in Nifty and Bank Nifty on the back of the a very big event coming on the 3rd November, which is the US elections. So traders needs to watch that particular levels and those particular calls and puts and trade accordingly. Now, if we talk about the Nifty calls and puts, the concentration of Nifty calls and puts in the Nifty calls, you can see there has been a very strong position built in Nifty calls on the upside, 12,000 mark, which is a psychological mark, and the next level would be around 12,200, 12,200 and 12,100 mark, as you can clearly see on the screen. On the put side, on the downside, the Nifty puts, where the lots of concentration, the huge open interest has been built on the Nifty put side. There are three strike price in Nifty puts, where the major position has been built. As you can see on the screen, first is 11,900, the next is 11,800, and third one is 11,700. 11,700 is again exactly is connecting with our Nifty crucial support, which is around 11,661 mark, which is on the Nifty spot mark. So definitely these are the levels which traders need to see. On the Bank Nifty front, what we have seen that lots and lots of position has been built on the upside, which is 25,000 Bank Nifty calls, and the second level is 25,500. Now you can see on the screen the changes in that particular call options are seen, that lots of selling pressure has been seen. So we feel, looking at this data, we feel that lots and lots of call writing has happened at 25,000 mark and on 25,500 mark. So I feel that looking at this big event, upside could be kept. We might see selling pressure, consistent selling pressure coming at the higher levels. But again, we need to see the breakout levels and then trade accordingly. On the Bank Nifty put side, there are strong position built on the downside, where we can see on the screen are 24,000, and the next level where lots and lots of position has been built is 23,500. Again, on the screen you can clearly see that looking at the percentage change, there has been strong call writing, put writing has been seen on 24,000 mark and again on the 20,500 mark. So these are the levels where we might see Nifty moving in that particular range. And once these levels are breached, either on the upside or on the downside, we might see sharp short covering either in the puts or in the calls, depending about the either side breakout, what we have discussed in Nifty as well as in Bank Nifty, the levels which we have discussed on the start of our show. Now, looking at the biggest event of the US election, I have not identified many stocks for the trading purpose, but definitely I have identified one stock for long-term investment. Again, that particular sector is in very much limelight in nowadays, which is realty sector, and the stock is Goddamit Properties. If we look at on the daily charts of Goddamit Properties, yes, on the screen what we have seen that the stock has clearly seen a breakout from a flag pattern, supported with very strong volumes. As you can see, the spikes in the volume on the volumes side on the downside. So definitely in the last 4-5 trading sessions, the stock has rallied significantly, almost 150 points from 900 to 1050 point mark. So any correction or any profit booking in the stock from the current levels should be used to buy for long term. Ideal level to enter in the stock for long term investment is around 980 to 960. These are the areas where long term investor can start accumulating the stock for at least for an investment horizon of 12 to 18 months. Definitely, if stocks retrace from these levels and try to sustain around 960 to 960, the 960 to 980 mark, long-term investors can accumulate that stock at the lower levels for an upside long-term target of 1200 mark. So definitely, Goddamit Property seems to be very positive for long-term investment. So these were the observation which I have seen in the last week, and looking at the setup, what we have seen that the market would behave highly volatile in the next week as well. And on as I discussed, the US election is on 3rd November, so traders needs to be very cautious, trade with strict stop losses. Market might give us or market might behave like a double-edged sword. Stop loss might trigger on the both the sides, either on the long or the shorts, but traders are advised to trade with strict stop losses. So I would like to conclude the today's show, and thank you very much. I would like to recommend you to give suggestion in the comment box. Thank you very much and have a nice trading week. Thank you.